YouTube part live. Well, howdy, everybody. Darren will be joining us in a few minutes. He and our friend are still playing a match on Gundam Battle Assault 2. And, I'm kind of half expecting to hear, more expletives and other stuff just randomly get yelled out, from their game. So, it's interesting. So, but I hope everyone's doing well. I managed to get everything set up a little early, and some folks kind of came by. I see that I've got a request for a divination in just a little bit, so we'll be sure to do that. So, and by the way, before I get good and started, I'll show you. I'm working on putting together something for next week because we'll be doing the Days Upon the Year. That starts on Tuesday, and I've got 4 of the 5 candles that I'll need for that put together. I've had to design 2 of them today, but that's wait, here we go. So that's 2 of them. Here's So you got Osiris and Horus, and of course set. There's already set candles in my Etsy store, so it was pretty easy to print up a label for him. And then I had to design a new one for Isis. So there we go. Now all I've got to do is design one for Nephthys, for Nebitha, and then we'll have the whole set. Gotta catch them all. Yes. Now because I'm kind of putting these things together as I'm thinking about it, obviously I don't have enough lead time to necessarily make something for the store. That and I'd be horrified to think how much that would weigh to like buy that many candles. So, we'll have to figure out, if I can actually make that something. Well, come on in, Darren. Excuse me, I was just showing off my candles. Come on, get in here. Yes. Is Mick going to be playing?
I think so.
Some games by himself then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds like you could use a drink.
Huh?
Sounds like you could use a drink.
Oh, well, I do have a bottle of water in here, so if you need some, just let me know.
My thing is I'm afraid I'm sick, so I can't drink after you.
Okay, well, yeah, you do sound like you might have the beginnings of bronchitis or something.
It's sinusitis because it's going from my throat up.
Yeah, well, we'll get you to the doctor. At least we know what it's not, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah, remember, masks, social distancing, get your vaccine, all that stuff's important. But, we'll tell everyone hello. Yes.
Wash your hands.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have to do that too, but that rinses out all the flavor.
Okay. Oh, so somebody made some statues. That's pretty cool. Wait, and somebody was saying one was Hathor and by the way, I'm okay. But Hathor and Isis, remember, they can look very similar. And I guess what I need to do is, years ago I did a video on Horus and Ra and telling them apart. And I guess I need to do one, an Egyptian deity smackdown, which, Darren, I guess I'll need your voiceover for that. And we'll do, telling Isis and Hathor apart.
In the dark, not all cats are gray.
That's too much of an inside joke. Man.
Yes, but
I get it, but not everybody else will. The things the things English professors say. But yeah, I think that's going to have to be a fun little topic somewhere. But anyway, have I got? Yeah, it is at a good angle. It messed with my mind because I look down and I see you're tilting your phone, and so I was going, wait a minute, is mine tilting too? Yeah, but Either way. Well, I hope everyone is doing well. Well, let's go ahead and get started.
We are entering the wash your hands segment.
Yes.
Sorry, Darren.
Yes. These cool waters are upon my hands, and they purify me. This technique purifies me. Hail unto you, I'm not sure. Come unto you without falsehood, without evil. Our purity is upon our hands, and purity is within our hearts. Hey, we have cast out all evil that pertains to us. We are pure, we are pure, we are pure. Don't make me reload. We are pure. Excuse me, just a minute. I think I'm going to do something pretty.
Maybe a little over effective.
Yeah, hold on just a minute. I'm going to get something preemptive that might help you. There you go. I'll just put that on the brake extender. There. You know what? I'm always very conscious about making sure I have things placed safely. So let me see if I can move these down just a little bit, because I don't want them near either of the candles. The story behind this little sheaf of wheat here, I think it's wheat. I had gotten some hay for my ducks. Goodness, must have been 8 years ago. And, had it scattered in different spots for them. And apparently there were some seeds from, some kind of grain that were mixed in with the hay. And they sprouted and grew in the garden. And so that was what I harvested from them. And I said, that is too cool. So that is Min and Sokar's sheaf of wheat. That's our story anyway. I think it's wheat, but I don't know what they grow in hay fields. Wheat, barley, whatever, some kind of grain.
Stuff.
It's grain. Or
all grass.
Say what?
It's all grass.
Yeah. Or actually, as I understand it, and if I've got some viewers that are hailing from the United Kingdom, if I understand correctly, over there, corn is referring to this and not maize, which is American corn. So now you know.
For a very long time, the English wouldn't eat corn because they thought it was only suitable for feeding livestock.
Well, and so many classic American dishes, from hush puppies to cornbread to tamales, all
to
come.
Cornflakes.
Well, yeah, but it's all corn.
More corn.
Like, that's fine, more for us.
Yeah. Oh, well, and Big Dad, you're saying, using, eggs and blueberries, as offerings. That's perfectly okay. We use just what you have. If my only rule is, make sure it's something nice and that you plan on eating yourself, and that you'd be willing to share it with a friend, kind of thing. So if it's eggs and blueberries, hey, it's breakfast somewhere. Yeah. But okay. Hopefully the. Oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna have to turn down the fan just a little bit
Okay.
because I think it's gonna blow the candle out otherwise. Let's see. There we go. Just standing right underneath it, it just lit it and then it went right out. Okay. Here we go. Come in peace, bright eye of Horus. For we have turned the fan down. Come in peace. Receive the light. The eye of Horus shines like Ra in the twin horizons, and evil hides in fear of it. Receive the light. The eye of Horus destroys the enemies of Ra and all of their abodes, till none remain. Receive the light. The eye of Horus comes to the four corners of the earth, to everyone tuning in. And we are purified with it. Receive the light. And, it occurred to me as I'm reciting something. This is, we say these things every week, but I swear it's as if I have a little voice director in my ear. And especially because today is 4 years since Wally passed.
Has been.
Yeah. And so I guess maybe on their anniversary they're, especially strong or something, but it's like you could hear him, give him more color, And so I'm like, okay, will do. But
Let it flourish.
yes. Oh, and by the way, Jory, yeah, Darren's okay, and I'm all right. Just a little bit of allergy stuff because it's the season for weeds and stuff like that, and Darren's just been having a tough day. But there will be a doctor visit soon enough, and we'll just look after you in the meantime. So, alrighty. You arise in the Akatis Kepri, O Ra, spreading your light upon the earth. You set in peace in the mountains of Manu as a tomb, bringing your light to Duat. Shine upon earth as you do in heaven and Duat. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who came from Nun at the first time, for such is your uniqueness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Hu at your left side, for such are the words you commanded. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Sia at your right side, for such is your great wisdom. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, whose Hika goes before you, for such is your ability. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who rules with Ma'at upon your brow, for such is your righteousness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra. Hail and praise unto you, O Min, O Sokar. All of you Nochuru, you lords of love and lords of life. Grant us life, well-being, and health. May our eyes perceive your goodness and our hearts receive your wisdom. May you shine upon us as you traverse the sky, that we may bring to you Ma'at, cast out as Fet. And may you guard us from the evil one through the dark hours of the night, your protection being before us and your strength being within us. Take these, your cool waters, which are the inundation, that they may cool your hearts. Oh, you know what you do. These waters are the eye of Horus, that your hearts may be refreshed. Milk, milk, may you taste it in your shrine. May your hearts be refreshed with it. We bring you this milk from the great flood, O Yunochunu, that you may be purified with it. We give you incense. We give you incense great to purity. Its fragrance is the eye of Horus. And its fragrance comes to you, it cleanses you, it adorns you, takes its place upon your hands. O Yunochunu, we give to you this eye of Horus. Its fragrance comes to you. Take this, your bread on which gods live. This bread is the eye of Horus, O Yunochunu. Lift it to your faces and be at peace with it. Okay. Gardens prosper and Hapi rejoices, overflowing with his meal. We fill the eye of Horus for you with wine. Ora, Hoyunechiru. Drink and be pure. The doors of heaven and the doors of earth are open with libations for you within this house. May your faces be refreshed with your libations, your wine and your water. Now I think I'm going to go easy on you, Darren, and do a little less of the myrrh, just so that.
No.
No, you want to.
No.
Well, I'm concerned about it, giving you issues.
No. Please don't go less than a holy ceremony. No.
Well, I would think they would understand if that's something that's going to give you. And it's not, I'm not concerned about you falling asleep.
Well, it's already lit. It has not hurt me at all.
Oh, it
Let's
hasn't?
go.
All right. I'll tell you what, then I'll save this for some other things.
Because I love being.
Okay, well, if you fall asleep, I'm poking you.
Just make definitely
Can I
sure
poke
that
back?
you call in Sekhmet.
Huh?
Make sure you call in Sekhmet. She'll take care of him.
I think she's lulled him to sleep once or twice. Alrighty. Either way. Pure is Ra Haraketi within his house. Pure is Min within his house. Pure is Sokar within his house. Pure are the cause of all of these gods. This good myrrh that is given. It's good unto you. Jehuti proclaims it. It is written in his house of sacred words. Hapi gives in abundance, thousands of offerings, all things good and pure, for Ra Horaketi, for Min, for Sokar, in every place that their immortal cause dwell. Come to your body, O Ra Horaketi. Come to your bodies, O Min, O Sokar, O Yunetsuru. Come to your invocation. Come unto us, your servants, who are mindful of your feasts and your offerings. Bring your power, your hika, your honor, and your ba to these your offerings, and partake of them. All right, let me make sure that this is stable. Come, O people. Raise these offerings before the faces of these gods. Lift the offerings before Ra, before Min, before Sokar. All life comes from them. All health comes from them. All stability comes from them. All good fortune comes from them, as it has since the first time. Yeah, I have to be kind of careful with this tray. The story behind that tray is it's brass. I believe it is actually from Egypt. But a friend gave it to me, and she had found it in the driveway when she moved into her house or something. And so I had to take it and kind of get it back into shape. But it's still got a couple of spots in it that are little wavy. And so if you see me adjusting cups on this, because I'm trying to make sure that they don't wobble. And I know they make more like that. I just I haven't looked online to try to find one. This one works very nicely. It just has character. So. Ora Horaketi and your son, the Osir Nisu Nemkeprura, your foes retreat from you. Horus turns himself to his eye. Turn yourselves to these, your offerings, and receive them from our hands. Oh, that's right. I was going to fill that shot glass. But I'm going to have to do that later. And I was going to need your assistance on that. But we'll have to do that.
I was going to have some anyway.
Oh, you are? Okay, well. Yeah, we'll offer some. Huh?
My throat.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got some, what is it, Jim Beam honey?
Yeah, it's bourbon.
Yeah. And just for, that's Darren's thing. I don't particularly care for distilled stuff because it feels like I'm drinking NyQuil. So, but I get the sense that somebody's kind of waiting for me to put some of that in the shot glass that I keep over on the Aku shrine, and so I'm like, okay, well today especially I need to make sure to give you some, and then I'll let you finish it off.
Yeah, that's made in my neck of the woods right now, actually.
Huh. Cool. Yeah, and it's funny. Some people will offer distilled liquor to the Egyptian deities, but it's not something that I typically do. Partly because, as I said, I try to offer things that I know I'm going to have myself, and since that's something that I wouldn't,
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
I often tell people that they question what to offer, and I'm like, offer what you yourself enjoy.
Yeah. The important thing is that it's from the heart.
That'll energize the offering and make it that much better.
Yeah. Now there are some things that do have a particular significance. But we're starting to learn more about them. It takes a little research. Like, for example, apparently dates may have had a connection with Osiris. And so, considering that Sokar also has a connection with Osiris, said, well, here, let's make sure we've got some dates. And dates and ricotta cheese is really, really tasty, by the way.
It is.
So, you know, so, you know, it happens to be something themely, but the tea cake is just, this is delicious. Here, I'm going to let you have first dibs before I devour it. You know? So.
Yeah, I kept noticing you only get one of those.
Dude, those things are so huge. You know, you can split them.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I get them, because there's a particular restaurant here that has the tea cake. It's a cookie that's like as big as the plate that I have the offerings on. So I broke it in a little less than half, and yeah, so those things are huge. You know, if you can eat an entire one in one sitting as dessert, I'm scared of you. So. All right. Let me make sure I have. Here we go.
Probably not good on your dietary system.
Huh?
Probably not very good for you to eat that much of it.
Right. Yes. In all things, moderation. So, okay. But yes, we will light the eye for us, for our blessed dead. And on the last day of the year, also, you pour water and you give offerings for the blessed dead. And that would be the Monday. So, yeah, we'll do that then as well. And offer cool waters from the table of Osiris, that their hearts may be refreshed. Porakaruta henket kakao afdu senator merhak kutnibet nofret wabet honket nutcherim and cowan akupunibu maakerunibu hiranachara. A voice offering of bread and beer, beef and fowl, thousands of beef and fowl, incense, oils, and all good and pure things on which a god lives, for the cause of all of these Aku, all true of voice before the great god, including all of those that we love and that we're thinking about. You know, Jory's grandmother, her anniversary of passing is Tuesday, and of course Wally's is this evening. You know, we love them and remember them, and I guess I need to share something that another friend of ours who is, you know, has flown west said. The thing to remember is they're not in your past, they're in your future. You know, things will come full circle and you will meet them again. But, you know, the important thing to remember is don't rush it. So, you know,
Everything in its place.
Yeah. And you don't want to cheat yourself of stories to tell them someday. So.
That's right.
You know, Wally was full of stories, so I have a lot of catching up to do. You know. And they were all true. That was the fun thing.
Yes.
He's like war stories, you know. And they were literal war stories in some cases, but yeah, he had lots of things to tell. You know, and everything reminded him of a story about something, so have a lot of catching up to do. Oh, let me. I had to make sure I didn't get parched. Okay. Yes, and I wiped the candle down, so now I've got lamp black on my finger. Oh, well. It doesn't seem to be rubbing off, so. There we go. We come unto you, O Ra, as Jehuti comes, our hands joined under Ma'at. Ma'at has come to be with you in every place where you are. An offering of Ma'at is made unto you, that your heart may be pleased and your ka shall live. Truly, your need has Ma'at, for they know you live in her. The Enid says unto you, your word is law eternally. Isfet is cast out by your word. Rejoicing is yours every day. Ma'at has taken her place in your shrine. And may we always act with gentility and compassion, for such is the first Ma'at. May we always offer charity and hospitality, for such is the second Ma'at. May we always respect consent and fidelity, for such is the third Ma'at. May we always avoid violence and promote wellness, for such is the fourth Ma'at. May we always speak words of truth, for such is the fifth Ma'at. May we always promote the public good, for such is the sixth Ma'at. May we always act humbly and with temperance, for such is the seventh Ma'at. May we always honor our gods and respect others, for such is the eighth Ma'at. May we uphold Ma'at. Come on. Okay. May we uphold Ma'at like Jehuti, that we may witness Ra's perfection every day. And you know what? Since you mentioned Mama Sekhmet, we gotta light her candle. Okay. Hail, Sekhmet the Great, the Eye of Ra, who hides him within her iris. Hail, Sekhmet, sovereign, mistress of light, who moves in brightness. In peace, Sekhmet, mistress of darkness, at whose setting the darkness comes. In peace, Sekhmet, mistress of fear, whose seal brings death. Hail unto you, Sekhmet, daughter of Ra, who loves Ma'at, who detests Isfet. Most holy of the gods, one seeks life in you. And there actually is a feast of Sokar, according to the Cairo calendar. So it wasn't like a big national holiday, but local to Memphis. Oh, where is it here? Yes, Feast of Sokar in the house of Ptah. That's on the 11th, like the day before the end of the year. And so, I think with Min and with Sokar, you have, Min of course represents renewal and succession, from father to son, and that sort of thing. And Sokar, of course, is endings, which eventually cycle back around to renewal and new beginnings. So you have kind of the two halves of the circle, if you will. And because we're coming full circle, to the end of a Kemetic year, that's why. And that's what the theme is. So we'll go to our hymn for Min. And Min, of course, he can take on aspects of either Osiris or Horus, because he represents, both sides of, it's continuity. Because, Horus comes from Osiris, and so he has, a part of him within him. Adoration to Min, to Horus praise, he with his arm upraised. Hail Min and his going forth, lofty of plumes, son of Osiris, born of Isis, great in the dual shrines, mighty in Ipu, you of Gebju. Horus the strong-armed, lord of reverence, who brings pride to silence, sovereign of the gods. Fragrant when he comes from Midjaland, you of Itent, hail and praise. Of course, a lot of place names in these hymns, local towns. But Mur also is associated with Min, and there's a particular papyrus, and I'm reading a translation of it that's entirely in French, um, where all of the gods shed tears when Osiris, died, and their tears fell to the earth and became different things, and Horus's tears became myrrh, and Isis and Nephthys's tears became cinnamon. If we have T-Sheps translated right as cinnamon, then those are the tears of Isis and Osiris, or excuse me, Isis and Nephthys. And the tears of Ra are frankincense. Huh?
It would be interesting to get that list.
Yeah. Well, I'm working on it. It's all in Papyrus Salt 825, which is translated. It was by French scholars, so you have to go on Amazon France, and then you have to be able to read it entirely in French. Which is
right.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah. It's doable. It's just it help. Yes, Google Translate is helpful, but you're better able to understand it if you've already studied it. So it's a reason to take French in high school. As if you want to go into Egyptology, you need to be able to read in French
or German.
Actually, both help.
It's not or, it's and.
Yeah, and both of them help. And see, the thing is, they'll actually quote things, like you'll be reading an article and they'll quote something in the original, and so it's and you'll have French and German in the same article. And it's like, Google help me, especially with the German.
Yeah.
I can kind of get a sense of what's going on with the French, but the German, it's like I'm slowly picking up little bits of it. So you and see, the thing is, you do better with spoken German, right, Darren?
Yeah, I'm so rusty.
Yeah, it's like, you can speak it, don't make me read it.
Don't make me do stuff.
Okay, yes, and by the way, I'm going to peek over and see, because I noticed there's been a lot of chat here. Oh, okay, and of course, please pray for Daniel Riffle. I hope he's doing okay. Yes, and is lettuce sacred to men? Yes, it is. Yeah. And oh, okay, and Rebecca is kind enough to point out that lettuce was a fertility thing in Sumer as well, and watering the lettuce was a euphemism for sex. Yeah. Yeah, and actually, I think even other lettuce, because I've got some Buttercrisp lettuce in the garden, and I need to go and pick it. It's just you and I are going to be eating it. I don't think Preston does salads. But anyway, even that lettuce, when you first cut it, it has a little bit of a whitish sap to it. So yeah, just sometimes with things like that, you just think with a dirty mind, and you can figure out the connection.
Yes.
Okay.
The ancients were very humorous people, and they didn't shy away from the subject of sex.
Yeah. Okay. And yes, I noticed there's a couple of prayer requests for which foot for good health. Okay. And yeah, also you were asking, someone was asking for another friend of theirs, another part of the Kemetic community, as well. So give me just a minute. Get a drink of water here. I was kind of halfway expecting you to add a sound effect.
I'm not well.
Okay. All right. Well, Amin Asokar, Lords of Beginnings and Endings, would you please look after all of those of who are tuning in, and those who want to tune in but can't, at least right now. They're with us in spirit, and a lot of us need prayers for good health. And so we ask you, Hail Sokar, Lord of Rosatau. Hail, O Golden Remedy. Hail Sokar, Keeper of Caverns. Hail, Lord of Eternity. Sokar, take hold of your shrine. Sokar, take hold of your temple. Sokar, take hold of your offerings. Sokar, take hold of your city. Sokar is crowned Lord of the Feast. Sokar is crowned Lord of the Feast. Oh, you gods. And there are many of us that have been dealing with issues of health, trying to find happiness in this strange world that we find ourselves in that still hasn't quite gotten itself right yet. And seeking fairness and for the struggles in our lives and happiness and remembrance of those who have gone ahead of us into the West and guidance so that we can live better and enjoy your blessings further. And we'll do divinations in just a minute. If anybody had any other requests, any deities that you wanted to read for, that is certainly welcome. Let's see. Okay, prayer request for safety and travel. Boyfriend and I are going to visit my family next weekend. It's a fair distance away. Okay. And Tamin, Aset, Bast, and Hathor are seeking their blessings and grace in the upcoming month for the success of prep and proposing marriage to my boyfriend. Oh, nice. Absolutely. Okay, and I will get those divinations. Yes, definite thanks to Aset and to Hathor. And by the way, if you can see them, Aset is over here, and this is a seated statue of her. Baby Horus is kind of wrapped up in her shawl, but and Hathor's over on the other side, and they both have they can both wear the cow's horns with the sun disk. And really, a lot of times, the main way that you can tell the difference is being able to read the legend by their name, because that'll tell you, is it Hathor or Aset, and that's worthy of a video, because you learn to spot them. But okay, yes, good luck with that. Okay. As far as divinations, first off, Amanat couldn't be with us in real time tonight, so we're going to do a divination for him, and hopefully he'll be able to tune in later. And
another way to tell them apart is usually if it is Hathor, she won't have wings.
Well, that depends, because you'll have them standing, and you can have like if Aset is standing, next to Horus, or behind Osiris's throne. Of course, that gives you a lot of context right there. But what I may need to do, that's probably going to be a video that would be really heavy on scans and using images and stuff. So I can start gathering those up, because that always helps. Well, I need to get this out of the mix. This was an empty wrapper, and it's like sealed too, so there's a little bit of air in there. Well, not anymore. It's like giving somebody an empty box at Christmas. And that has been done in my family, by the way.
Or one better, they don't get a lump of coal, they get a couple of grains.
A couple of what?
A couple of grains of coal.
Oh. Well, there's a long story about people giving each other back and forth over multiple Christmases an empty box.
Oh my.
Okay, so I'm in not sticky here. Wait, hold on. Okay. So, wait on and knock this to tune in. And if y'all want to message him, his fortune says, money speaks a language everyone understands. So this one, I bet that's going to be pretty context dependent. But there are some people that may not understand something that's going on. But when you get money involved, they understand that. So it's like, I could never explain to some of my family members what it is that I do with my Etsy store. They wouldn't understand any of that. But they would understand that it helps me pay my bills. That's the part that they would understand. So, that's one way to understand a fortune like that. Money speaks a language everyone understands. Okay, so now okay. All right, also a request for blessings from Jehuti and Sesheth for support in college work, definitely. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Serrano and Alejandro. Okay, and more prayer requests. Okay. Okay, yeah, and specifically for Daniel, he had a coworker that might have COVID, and so there might be some exposure. I hope Daniel's able to get a vaccine too, because that would really come in handy. But definitely we want to look after their health. And I saw a question about hymns from Moth Debt. That's not offhand. I wasn't able to gather anything for her that's in my book. I'd have to do a lot of digging to see if there was anything that could be kind of put together. Yeah, I have artwork for her, but yes, those. Alrighty, so Alejandro Serrano. And if anybody else needed one, just go ahead and put your comment in there to make sure I don't miss you. So, okay, all right, Alejandro. Okay. That says, never ignore a gut feeling, but never believe that it's enough. So if you've got a feeling like there's some action that needs to be taken, do it. And sometimes we think, well, I'll just keep an eye out, for something. No, go ahead and take steps for whatever it is. You need to be proactive. Never ignore a gut feeling, but never believe that it's enough. And now for Sarana. Keep your feet on the ground even though friends flatter you. Wow, that's another pretty specific one there. So yeah, there might be some folks who will, tell you are wonderful, and you're awesome, but stay grounded. Keep your feet on the ground even though friends flatter you. And wow, that's another one that got I must have like fed in the machine and like crunched or something. So, but there's one here that's actually a cookie. I feel like I need to set that one aside. Okay. Okay, and let's see. And someone asked if we have time for a prayer for protection of women around the world. Sure. Let's see. And I'm just looking back through here because there were some requests. Prayers for Seth, for best and moods, concept of many favors they've given me through the week. Okay. Okay, and Sarah, I'm gonna get a fortune for me and my baby. We're 18 weeks along now. Oh wow.
Yay.
Definitely. Yes. Okay. All right.
4.5 months.
Yes. So for Sarah. All right. This one just kind of called. Yep. Huh. This one is really interesting, Sarah. It says, instead of giving someone a piece of your mind, give someone the piece of your mind.
Give your baby everything that is peace. Share with your baby now the things that bring you peace. While they're still in the womb, they'll hear your voice, but they'll feel your heart.
Well, that, but also I now this is just the hit that I'm getting from this. The sense of it is that they're with you and they're the thing about it, they're tagging along through everything that you do.
Yeah.
And if you're giving someone a piece of your mind, someone else, then they're gonna feel that.
That's right.
But there might be somebody else that needs to hear from you. But in a positive way. There might be someone else that needs, that, motherly nature that you have that's building, and that piece, when you give positivity out to other people, you build it up for yourself in the process. And there are some times when, I need, I feel like I need some good energy for something. So I pray for good energy for other people. So it'll, charge up for me too. So that might be an aspect of it as well. Huh?
It's kind of hard these days with the masks and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But as it becomes more available and you can walk around without a mask, smile to other people.
Yeah.
You can smile with a mask on.
Yeah.
That you will create a very positive exchange.
Yeah.
And
Well, yeah, and
your eyes smile too.
Yeah, your eyes, when you smile, the rest of your face does too.
Yes, it is. So it's harder to see when you're walking.
Yeah. I don't know. Call it a little bit of influence from Optimus Prime, but being able to see a smile in someone's eyes, is some people can really do that.
Yes. Some people can feel it being around them.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I noticed that there were several requests that people had for prayers. I think that all would fall under Hathor's jurisdiction, because people are, have a little one. If you'll forgive the expression, a little one in the oven, and also people that are getting ready to propose, and other people that are concerned about, friends and people that they care about, and also for, praying for um, women everywhere to, be in a better position than they often are. And all of that is in Hathor's jurisdiction because, she is, you know, uh, a mother, she is, a friend, a lover, she is, all of these things. And she is, you know, she is a woman. So let me pull up, where is it? For Now this is one that's and this is taken from a hymn for the Sed Festival, but it's a very very happy one. But we ask for Hathor to bring happiness and protection to everyone. Come, make merry for the golden one, good cheer for the mistress of the two lands. Come, arise that I might make for you rejoicing at twilight and music in the night. O Hathor, you are exalted in the hair of Ra, in the hair of Ra. To you is given the sky, the deep night, and the stars. Great is her majesty when she is happy. And, I think she kind of reminded me, hey, you've got something nice on a candle. So we'll go ahead and. This is something that I put together. Hail, O golden lady, beloved daughter of Ra, mistress of dancing and joy. You shine upon all peoples. Protect us from all evil. Bless us that we may prosper. I'll tell you what, we will light her candle. And we will put it on the other side. Actually, kind of close to Tauret, who is a protectress of mothers and children. O Tauret, may you please look after our friend Sarah and her little one. Bless them and keep them safe. And let's see. Okay, get a prayer for good weather for my friend's wedding this Sunday in Pennsylvania. Absolutely. Okay, Sekhmet Hotep. It's still like a divination. Okay, good deal. That's why I wanted to check. I wanted to make sure that I got everybody. So, alrighty. All right, this one is, and I keep knocking these over, but this one called to me for you, Sekhmet. Sekhmet Hotep. So here you go. And your fortune says, be direct. Usually one can accomplish more that way. So there you go. Be direct. You will get more done. I know it can be intimidating sometimes, but I think you got some folks saying, stop trying to avoid something or, skirt around it. Just say what it is that you need. Hopefully that helps. And incidentally, I did say when we did last year through the days upon the year. Okay, yeah, wow, that's cool. So we did something on the day of Moses, which is the last day of the year, and then we did one for each of the days upon the year, and I saved all of our fortunes. And we were trying to see if there was a theme through it, and it seemed like there was. And I'll go ahead and I'll read this And again, this is from last year, so we're kind of looking in retrospect to see if this is kind of what came to pass or not. But it said the first one on the last day of the year said, in due time you'll be financially comfortable. And then starting through the days on the year, it said the road to glory will be rocky but fulfilling. Your earnest wish will come true. Then, of course, Set's birthday said, this is not a day to take risks. Diplomacy rules today, which is appropriate for his birthday. But then stepping away from the power position for one day, and then if the table moves, move with it. So the sense that we've gotten out of that is that, this the year that we're finishing up now, could be a very good one, just, move in accordance with events. And I think that's kind of been the case.
Mm-hmm. And it might be rocky, but it'll smooth out.
Yeah. And I think right now, yeah, we're still in kind of a rocky period. A lot of us, I mean, the pandemic's still going on in a lot of places. It's, we're still having to deal with the ripple effects from it. But, if we hang in there, there can be a lot more good to come out of it. So it'll be interesting to see what happens next week, what we get from that. By the way, I see you there, Seta.
What's up?
Hey. Howdy. Did you need a divination or anything like that, or are you just tuning in for the love?
No.
Okay. Well, we're glad you're here.
One, no?
Okay. All right, so now we will do Yamanu's. And, it's weird. It's like I shook up the basket really thoroughly, and it's like everybody's is in place. Now I have to find it. So, wait a minute. Okay. This one is yours. Alrighty. And so Yamanu, yours says, oh, wow. Love or money, or neither?
Mm-hmm.
That sounds to me like you might have to choose between a couple of things, and if you don't choose, you could lose them both. Is that what you get, Darren?
Yeah. That's pretty perceptive.
Yes.
I have no idea.
I don't know either. But
I just have to watch ahead.
yeah. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. And Darren's going to get one, and then I'm going to do sort of a, figuratively speaking, a last call for alcohol, So, wait a sec. Okay, Darren. Darren?
Yeah.
It's time for you to explore all those new interests.
Very well.
Whatever it is you're watching on YouTube. Maybe it's time for you to go. Oh, and by the way, finally.
Divination.
What?
Separate divination.
Oh, so you're saying you wanted another divination?
Yes.
Oh, okay. By the way, I finally was able to get the last video pertaining to the Game of 20 Squares, which is the exclusive for the top tier Patreon. That one, I finally got it done and uploaded a couple of days ago, and so now I can move on to other topics. It was fun filming it, but going through all that footage was a lot of work. I'm not going to do any more let's play videos until like next year. So, it's funny because was it this one or this one? Maybe it's both of them. Okay. Okay, Darren needs some cookies here. Okay. All right, Booger says, wow. It is very possible that you will achieve greatness in your lifetime. Which I kind of feel like it's reinforcing a message because I have gotten that one.
Okay.
Before, so. And now the other one. So I've been kind of like eyeing it and I was like, is this one Darren's as well? So, yeah. Okay. Wow. May your faith always exceed your fears. No price is too great to go through life afraid. So, there you go. I'm setting yours that you were asking about. I'm setting them over here so that they don't get mixed up. Okay. There we go. Alrighty. Okay. Oh wow. Okay, so you're saying that the internet went out, but now it's back. Okay. All right, but well, the last I'm reading comments and trying to talk at the same time, and that's going to get really weird. But the last thing I know I had pulled a fortune for Sekhmet Hotep. Let me know if you got yours, and if anyone else was missing something, just let me know. I'm going to go ahead and say the prayers to kind of wrap everything up. But I'm, as always, I will stop and say an additional prayer or pull another divination. Okay, it was very brief. Cool. All right. Yeah, but the whole idea is here, we do things until everyone's been taken care of.
We love you, by the way.
Yeah.
If the internet goes out, you remember that above all else.
Yeah.
We love you.
Yes, and let's see. So I guess what we're going to do then is I'm going to take a break for tomorrow. That's because that's going to be kind of necessary. But especially it's going to be interesting with having company over. Doing something like every day of the week. We're going to try and do make sure that I do something same time at 8:30. And we'll observe the last day of the year and then go through the births of we'll have Osiris, then Horus, then Set, then Isis's birthday. The birthday of Isis will actually be on Friday, a week from now, and then Saturday is Nebuchadnezzar, and then Sunday is Egyptian New Year. So and we'll try and cast from outside like we did last year.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hopefully your present will get here.
Are you thinking about you're not thinking about that masterpiece Starscream?
I wish I could be.
Oh well, no. He's coming at some point this month. But
no, hopefully your present that I got you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. See, I need to get you something for Egyptian New Year's too. That's the thing. We'll get each other gifts for.
Yo, she's got Egyptian New Year and then her birthday at the end of the month.
Mm-hmm.
So, if y'all want to bump up some Patreon and
well,
give her some extra cash to get some Starscream.
Oh.
There's one out there that it's $1,000.
Oh goodness, no! Well, I'd love to be able to get that, but no. The thing is, the Patreon that's like production money. Okay, that's I'm using that to make sure that we can do awesome stuff.
You can also PayPal her. Her up.
All right. Well, y'all can hash that out. You know. Say what?
Do a GoFundMe.
No. That particular statue of Starscream is a nice thing, but you have to be realistic. You know. Like,
I would get it for her if I could, fellas, and she knows it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they make this stuff for dudes that are like our age and a little older, and don't care what their wives tell them. I'm serious.
I don't think most of these people have wives.
No. Look, because I'm on several Transformer collector groups on Facebook, and I'm telling you, it's sad. There are all these people who are like, "Well, my wife is complaining because I went to the store and got this action figure, that action figure," and somebody else was like, "Oh, it doesn't matter what your wife says." And I'm like, "Well, well, what you really need to do is marry somebody who collects too, because that's what we did."
And I was cool enough not to even collect Transformers.
Yeah. So he gets the Star Wars stuff, and I get the Transformers. It's
no fighting, no biting. Well, there's some biting. There's good biting.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. Someone's having a picnic for New Year's. That's awesome. Making traditional Egyptian food. Awesome. And yes, relationship advice 100. Yeah, we we have a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Just don't get us playing 20 squares. That gets kind of.
We love you guys. Send it back to us.
Yeah. Absolutely. Okay. Alrighty. Hail unto you, Atum. Hail unto you, Capri. You come into being upon the primeval hill. You shine forth upon the shrine of the phoenix in Yanu. You breathe out Shu and Tefnut. May the giving of these offerings endure, as the name of Atum, foremost of the great Enid, endures. May they endure as the name of Shu, lord of Upper Menset in Yunu, endures. As the name of Tefnut, mistress of Lower Menset in Yunu, endures. As the name of Geb at the Earth's Ba endures. As the name of Nut in the shrine of Shanit in Yunu endures. As the name of Osir, Kentiamentiu endures. As the name of Aset in Nicheru endures. As the name of Sutek in Nubet endures. As the name of Horus in Pe endures. As the name of Wajit in Dep endures. As the name of Jehuti in Kamenu endures. As the name of Ra and the Akhet endures likewise for eternity. You have come in peace, O Ra. You have come in peace, O Nachiru, Min, O Sokar. May you go forth in peace, O Ra. May you go forth in peace, O Yunachiru, to every place your immortal cause wish to be. May you sail in joy in the Menjet bark, and rest content in the Sektet bark, and may you smile upon us, your humble servants. Oh, and by the way, I finally went and downloaded the app for DeviantArt, because I have actually been on DeviantArt. Well, let me put it this way. When I first joined DeviantArt, there were no such thing as smartphones. So that was a long time ago.
We actually sent our Etch-a-Sketches in and they copied everything.
No. I was posting artwork from my computer. So yeah. And so they have an app. I'm like, oh, well, let me get the app. And lo and behold, it pulled up all my information. And I've figured out I've gotten messages from people like last year, and I'm like, oh, I bet they've like, thought I forgot about them or something like that. I'm like, well, I'm gonna have to catch up, but yeah. So and actually, my username on DeviantArt is Tutankhamun, spelled with a U. Amen with a U. Like I said, I created the account way back before you could even look at DeviantArt on a smartphone. Yeah, so, yeah. Mm. Let's see. I don't care. Okay, so it likes to collect so long as it does it responsibly. Yeah, yeah.
I do.
Yeah. Well, yeah, talking about collecting responsibly. Not getting something that's completely awesome if it,
Means you don't eat.
Right,
don't pay the bills
or if it means that you set yourself that much further back on paying things off. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
yes,
I
love
mean,
you,
hell, I'm
Starscream.
trying to find things for free.
Yeah, I'm like, love you, Starscream, but
It'll have to wait.
yeah.
But, I'm just thinking if it's a group effort, a lot of little bitty things can lead to something great.
Hey, Sharon.
Huh?
Look at the phone.
Aw. Oh, that is so cute. Kitty! Tell you, let me see if you guys can see here. I don't know, but Kitty.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Oh.
Yes. Which kitty is that? Is that Anhur or is that a...
That's on her.
So Anhur is actually being a sweetie this time.
Yes, I want to be participating too.
Okay, yes. Yamanu has a cat named Anhur.
Good cat.
Mm-hmm.
Now he says, I make my exit.
Big Dad says, I may have bought Impulse bought lightsabers before.
Oh, I can't say I've ever done that. Sure I have.
Yeah. You and Darren would be in good company.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. I'm glad you guys were all able to tune in, and we will see you next week. I'll try to post things and schedules so that you'll know reasonably ahead of time what we're doing. But look for us as you can. Probably starting Monday. Okay, yeah. Sarah says her fiance is totally wringing his hands waiting for the day he can buy one of the lightsabers. A lightsaber. I guess we're talking about the Disney one. No, so he likes to torture himself on Amazon. Oh, yeah. That's a good place to torture yourself.
Dude, we need to talk.
Yeah.
We need to talk bad.
Okay. Is there a name for internet window shopping? Surfing?
Browsing.
All right. Well, I'm going to end the stream now, but I will see you guys all soon.
Don't cross the streams.
Yes. We love you.